April 9th, 2022. Andrew Dawson, a mill worker who once posted playful TikToks, films a giant figure on a snowy Canadian peak. Overnight, his life turns into an internet legend. Viral fame, mysterious disappearances, and chilling claims that spiral from innocent curiosity to international rumor. Social media scary true stories rarely end in real-world tragedy. So how did a viral sighting end with an obituary? The timeline starts here. Andrew Dawson's TikTok feed once felt like a window into a regular small-town life. He joked about bad hair days, tried out silly filters, and shared moments with his girlfriend Salma and her kids. There were clips of him dancing in the kitchen, cracking up over a failed cooking attempt, and goofing around with his dog. Sometimes he'd film a crow swooping in for a snack, or poke fun at the rain in Campbell River. His sense of humor drew in followers from across Canada, people who saw him as funny, relatable, and just a little bit awkward. Dawson's comments filled with inside jokes and friendly teasing, as viewers tuned in for the next everyday mishap or running gag. Before anything strange ever happened, his page was a collection of the little things: laughter with friends, a quiet walk in the woods, or a quick shout-out to a follower who made him smile. This was the world Andrew built, a place where the most mysterious thing was whether the family cat would finally let him pet it. April 9th, 2022. Andrew Dawson's TikTok handle, @handicapped, lights up with a new upload. He's riding in a car along the Yellowhead Highway, somewhere near Canoe Mountain in British Columbia. The camera shakes as he zooms in on a distant snowy peak. A strange figure stands alone at the summit, too large and too upright to dismiss. Andrew's voice cracks with excitement. "It's a person, dude! No, seriously, pull over!" As the lens tries to hold focus on the shape. The clip is raw, unfiltered, and brief. Within hours, the post rockets across TikTok. Comments pile up by the thousands, debating what Andrew has captured. By the next day, views are already climbing into the millions. The video's caption reads simply, "It's a giant." No one can say for sure what's on that ridge, but the internet is hooked. The date and the moment are stamped into the timeline, and Andrew's ordinary feed is now the center of a viral mystery. Andrew Dawson didn't leave the story hanging. The very next day, he drove back toward the same stretch of highway, determined to get a clearer shot of the mountain. This time, the summit was empty. No giant, no silhouette, just wind-blown snow and the jagged line of the ridge. He panned his phone across the peak, narrating his confusion. In the comments, people speculated about camera angles and lighting, but others latched onto a different thread, local stories about things that come and go in the mountains, seen only when they want to be seen. Dawson's update only deepened the mystery. Instead of answers, there were new questions. Some viewers pressed him to keep searching, while a handful started to wonder if he'd stumbled onto something he wasn't supposed to find. The missing figure turned a viral curiosity into an obsession. For Andrew, the hunt was no longer just about a strange shape in the distance. It was about finding out why it had vanished. Mid-April brought a new twist to Andrew Dawson's timeline. After the mountain figure vanished, Andrew set out to get closer, hoping for answers. He filmed himself driving toward the same access road near Canoe Mountain, only to find it blocked. In a shaky, anxious clip, Andrew describes being stopped by a man he claims was a government agent. The man stood by a parked vehicle wearing dark clothing and told Andrew the road was closed for an environmental project. When Andrew pressed for details, the man refused to give a badge or agency, simply repeating that Andrew had to turn back. Dawson's voice, usually playful, now carried a nervous edge. He told his followers, "I'm not supposed to be here. They won't let me through." No public records confirm any official road closure, ranger patrol, or police log matching Andrew's description. There's no evidence of a CIA presence, an agency without authority in Canada. Still, the video fueled speculation as followers debated whether Andrew had stumbled into something secret or simply misread a routine encounter. The lack of verifiable details left a gap between what Andrew reported and what could be confirmed, a gap that only widened as his story continued. Late one night in April, Andrew posted a new video. This time, the mountain was shrouded in darkness, broken only by a single, flickering light near the summit. The blue tint of the footage hinted at night vision or low-light recording. Andrew's voice was hushed, almost uncertain, as he tried to steady the camera. The light moved in ways that did not match any cabin or snowcat, and in the comments, viewers argued over whether it was a headlamp, a drone, or something stranger. Days later, another upload appeared. 2 helicopters circling above Canoe Mountain in broad daylight, their rotors thumping as they hovered near the same ridge where the figure once stood. Andrew zoomed in as one helicopter appeared to lower a cable or winch. He speculated about a payload, but the footage was grainy and inconclusive. No public flight logs or NOTAMs, notice to air missions, listed helicopter activity over this area that week. The absence of official records only added to the speculation. Map overlays circulated online, tracing the summit and the flight path, but every detail remained under a cloud of doubt. For many, these clips transformed Andrew from a casual observer into a field documenter. His posts now dissected frame by frame by a growing online audience, hungry for answers. Late April brought the mystery closer to home. Andrew uploaded a short, jittery clip from his driveway, focusing on a dark sedan idling across the street. He whispered that the car had been parked there for hours, engine running, windows tinted too dark to see inside. The camera angle never left his front window, and his voice sounded tense, almost afraid to speak above a murmur. The video's caption read, "Being stalked," and comments exploded with warnings and theories. Some viewers pointed out the car matched the description of the vehicle seen at the blocked access road days earlier. Others questioned whether the footage could be staged or misinterpreted, noting the lack of license plate or identifying features. No outside source confirmed the car's presence, and there's no public record of police reports or neighbor statements. Still, the moment felt raw and personal, shifting the sense of threat from a distant mountain to Andrew's own doorstep. The line between online story and real-world fear began to blur as followers watched a creator become visibly unsettled in his own home. May 6th, 2022. Andrew Dawson uploads a video that stops viewers in their tracks. He sits stiffly, eyes darting away from the camera, voice flat. He claims the stories about the mountain, the helicopters, the surveillance. None of it was real. He says he made it all up. But the apology feels off. In the comments, people dissect every gesture, every pause. Many insist he looks scared, like someone is standing just out of frame. Words like coerced and forced fill the thread. Some point to his tense posture and shaky hands. Others note how different his energy is from earlier posts. How the apology doesn't sound like him at all. Theories race through TikTok and Reddit. Was he pressured? Or just overwhelmed? No proof surfaces, but the sense of unease spreads. For followers, this isn't closure. It's a warning sign. May 16th, 2022. Andrew Dawson's voice is barely above a whisper as he stares into the camera. "You may never see me again," he says, eyes flickering with something unsettled. The words hang in the air, heavier than anything he's posted before. Less than 24 hours later, his TikTok feed updates one last time. The camera zooms in on the same mountain summit, but now the familiar ridge is broken by a dark, angular form. Where the giant once stood, a new silhouette juts from the snow, a shape too straight, too sharp to be natural. Andrew's caption hints at a cover-up, fueling a storm of speculation. Some viewers insist it's a hastily built bunker. Others recognize the outline of a radio or cell tower long visible in satellite images. The debate spills into comment threads and map overlays, with users tracing every contour and arguing over Canoe Mountain versus Whistler's Peak. No one can agree on what the structure means, or if it was ever new at all. The video ends without answers. After May 17th, Andrew's account falls silent, leaving only questions and a timeline frozen at its most haunting point. On April 9th, 2022, Andrew Dawson's video showing a distant figure atop a snowy mountain drew millions of views and triggered a flood of speculation. Over the next 5 weeks, he posted a string of clips, documented here with on-screen dates, claiming blocked access, strange lights and helicopters, before sharing a May 6th recantation and a final warning on May 16th. The last video, uploaded May 17th, showed a new structure at the summit. 2 weeks later, the Campbell River Mirror published Dawson's obituary, confirming his death on July 1st, 2022. His widow later told reporters his passing was unrelated to his TikTok series, citing long-term depression. To date, no official records confirm government involvement, and the location and nature of the giant remain unverified. What is clear, viral stories can outpace facts, and online mysteries often leave more questions than answers. The documented timeline is real. The rest is up to viewers to examine with care.